My name is Eunice Mathis. I'm the owner of Florida Training Academy. And today I have the wonderful Melita. You all, we've been having so much fun this week. She came for our CNA trainer course. And if you don't know, I'm one of the instructors. We have a CNA exam prep company here in Jacksonville, Florida. And in addition to the courses we teach with the American Heart Association, we also prepare nurses to train future healthcare providers such as CNAs. And so it's been my pleasure to be here with Melita and one of her friends this week. She's going to be one of the up and coming nurse entrepreneurs. And Melita, welcome. Right. So,
Thank
what
you.
has the course actually been like? How do you feel?
Great, great. I learned so much for the past 2 days, and I feel like my confidence built up.
Yes. What was it like interacting with the students?
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. I enjoy working with you. I enjoy everything. I learn a lot. I feel like I'm ready.
And
You make everything fun.
isn't it strange? So if you are a nurse entrepreneur and we teach a lot. That's what we do as a healthcare provider. We do teach. We do a lot of patient education. But now when it comes down to teaching adult learners, it's a little bit different. And we just had such a great group of adult learners this week. And I do want to backtrack a little bit from Haiti to
To
housekeeping to
Yes,
America.
yes,
You
ma'am.
have a phenomenal story.
Yes, I
So
do.
I know that you found us online, but even before you found us online, tell me, how did you become the Melita that I see today?
Well, moved to America. I think I was 21, 2001. Moved to America, and my first job was working as a housekeeper in the hospital. But from day one, I always want to be a nurse. And even when I was saying that, people was like looking at me like, how that's gonna happen? But I have big dreams, so I know it's gonna happen. I was young, and I had 3 kids, so I worked as a housekeeper for 9 months, and I moved my way up to CNA. I worked for CNA as for at least I think 13 years. I
Wow.
had 3 kids, and it wasn't easy, but I know I can do it. And I told my friend who's here with me today, I was working as a CNA, but at that time, CNA, we do everything. So this is when that's what I always encourage my people, like especially my community,
Mhm.
Haitian, don't say you can't do it unless you try.
Yes.
So being working as a CNA make you feel like you want to do more because you work with nurses, you work with doctors. I was working in a cardiac flow, so
And
I
that's
do
where I got my start.
EKG.
That's
Yes, I
amazing. A
do
lot of
EKGs. I
experience.
drew blood. Like there's nothing we couldn't do. Like
Mhm.
in CNA wise. So I was like, okay, maybe I can become an LPN. So I encouraged my friend Sharon. She went to school. We went to school together. We become an LPN, and then while we were working as an LPN at the hospital, I was like, I feel like we're doing everything, you know? So why don't we go back to get our RN? And then this is how we become an RN, and then this is me today, but I just want to do more.
Okay.
I want to do more. I want to, like, especially for my community, I want to help them. So many time I ask some of the girls who work as a housekeeper,
Mhm.
why don't you go to school? They always say, no, this is not for them.
Mhm.
So I want to show them, like, working as a CNA is not just like, what they say.
Yes. And
It's
so some of the
there's more.
misconceptions about
Yes,
working as a CNA is that, oh, I don't want to be a butt wiper. And
that's
some
what they
people can
always
have
say.
some negative connotations.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many different environments that you can work. You can work with kids, you can work in home care, you can even work in the jails. So it's more than about just being a butt wiper. It's about being there. Now, if you don't have compassion, you probably should not be a CNA.
I
We don't
know,
want
I
you.
know.
Yeah. No offense. We don't want you. We got enough people that we have to take care of. But if you have the compassion and the ability to care for others and you're working hard,
Yes.
you want to, do more than be a housekeeper. You want to have that upward mobility. And I find that starting off as a CNA actually provides that. So how long from start to finish, from CNA to RN, how long did that take you?
That takes me 2015 to no, 2003. That was when I become a CNA, and 2019. So when I become an RN. So that's like from 2003 to 2019. So how many years is that?
16 years?
16 years.
Okay, and so for somebody else, they're like, oh, well, that took her so long. I know people that for the last 16 years haven't done anything.
Yeah.
They've not accomplished anything. They're still in the same spot they were.
Yeah.
And so these different levels, as you progress from level to level and your income increased.
Yes, and to be honest with you, I had people like I didn't have nobody to guide me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I wanna make it different. Like I wanna guide someone who wanna go to school. Like I wanna guide someone to say I don't know where to start.
Yes.
So I wanna say, okay, hey, you can take the CNA class. I mean, if you come to me, like if you live in Orlando, like I can teach you, I can show you how to become a CNA. From there, and then we can say, okay, maybe I need to go. You don't have to go for RN. While you become a CNA, you can say, okay, let's do LPN.
Well, let's talk about that because so many people will come to me and they will say, "Hey, I was told not to be an LPN because they're going to phase them out." You all, I got a bachelor's degree in nursing at the age of 22. So 22-year-old, pretty much really young, no experience, no kids. I have a bachelor's degree in nursing. I'm working in the cardiac ICU, and I was trained by LPN, and so I'm here to tell you that 25 years later, they're still LPN.
It's still LPN. I mean,
And so I figure you could do anything for 1 year.
yes.
If you have family issues, life issues, financial issues, if you have kids, I would not recommend that you go straight to nursing school if you for a 2 year degree program if you don't have the family support. And so what was it like being in LPN school?
It's tough. Like I was working 3 days a week, go to school 5 days a week.
Mhm.
It wasn't easy, but I know what I want. So I will work Saturday, Sunday during the day, and one night.
Okay.
So my night was Wednesday night, and I would go to school, go to work, and they will let me go home like around 6 o'clock, so I can get to class at 8 o'clock.
Wow.
So I did that for 1 year, no break, 1 year, and then as soon as we graduated in 2015, August 2015, and I become an LPN. Then I work at the same hospital.
So the same hospital that you
Same
cleaned,
hospital.
you
I clean.
CNA, LPN,
And I-
RN.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
So yes, so when we're encouraging others, is the college that you went to for LPN school, is it still open?
It's still open.
What's the name of that school?
It's a MedTech Institute, and I'm pretty sure right now I think the name changed to Granite Institute. It's
Okay,
in Lafayette in Orlando. If you go there, it's a great school.
okay, and so we would make sure we're gonna, tell others about it. I'll put a link in the comment area. And so now that you've been a nurse now, RN, for how many years?
Since 2019.
Since 2019, so this is 4 years going on 5 years. What's the next step for Melita?
Melita, she has a lot of big vision, big dreams. But what's coming up right now, so it's to open a CNA school.
Okay.
But before that, I want to train CNA, like to go get your CNA license.
So the exam prep, you're gonna
Exam
prep them
prep,
first, and
yes.
then in the future, you'll have your own.
On my own CNA, my own school, there
Good.
where you can come and take your CNA board. It's gonna be me,
Very good.
and it's gonna be big.
So proud of you. And I'm happy that, when you did your research, and I know that there were others who do something similar to what I do, and you don't have to say the competitor's name, so what made you choose Florida Training Academy and not the, other person who may
I
say
was,
they do
like I
CNA
told you, I was
courses?
scrolling and I see something different in you, like, and especially as a nurse working on the hospital right now, I was like CNA. The CNA this is not the CNA now. Like as a CNA, you go walk in the room, make sure you scan the room. Like if the bedpan need to be, not in the right position, you remove it. If the urinal is right there at the table, bedside table, you remove it. If it's right now, you walk in the room, there's a urinal, there's a tray, and the CNA just check the sugar. I want to make the difference. I want to train my CNA. Hey, this is not what CNA. You assist me.
Yes.
So we work hands to hands. We work as a team. So if you're doing something, I'm doing something. We're all doing something for the patient. The patients be happy.
Well, someone pointed out something big. I've been doing CNA exam prep now for 15 years, and so a lot of people who may not be nurses, some are not even in the medical fields. They're also doing the CNA exam prep courses because they heard they can make a lot of money by doing this. So this is what I want you to think of. I don't train CNAs. That's not how I consider it. I train future nurses and future doctors by way of getting their CNA license.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
we can take them further and we can show them a different mentality. However, when you have somebody who may have a negative or a lazier mindset, training up CNAs, it's kind of like the skills, the reason why you're doing this is getting watered down.
And then if you're gonna do it for the money, don't do it.
Yes.
That's what I can tell you. Like being a CNA, you have to have compassion. You have to have love. You have to take care of the residents, or it's depend where they are. The patients as like that was your mom to be in that bed. So would you be okay if your mom in the bed all day without turning and then changing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you be or you be okay with your mom have a water picture, there's the water has been in it since
Or not having a
yesterday.
bath for days.
Not having a bath for
Okay.
coming days. So
Yeah.
if you're in it for the money, don't do it. But you just have to have compassion. And if you don't know where to start, ask God for direction.
Yes.
He will
Yes.
help you. He can guide you. Pray about it.
Yeah. And if you
And
found our videos, well, then you know that you have some mentors. People reach
yes,
out to me all the time. And if you don't know where to start, if I can't help you, I'm in Jacksonville. I know nurses throughout the nation. I can definitely refer you to a nurse. And so let's talk about holistic care. We kind of mentioned this earlier. We mentioned it earlier today during the class, and I think people forget about this. That whenever you're performing a skill, you're just not performing a skill.
no, no, no.
So what do you think when we say, okay, think about care holistically? What does that mean?
Let's say okay, you have to clean that patient. Okay, not because you're just a CNA. If a patient have a pressure injury, you say, okay, that's not my job. It is part of your job. Because if that patient become like have a bed sore, you're gonna say, okay, I saw it before. Why you didn't report it to the nurse? Let's say if you're doing like feet care, you cleaning the patient, expect the feet to see if there's no wound, there is no like pressure injury, so you can report it to the nurse, so the nurse can like go ahead of it, so they will not have to be like they can do like a further treatment, so they'll
Yes.
prevent that from happening.
Yes, and so the care you provide as a CNA is so vital because not only are you having to protect that patient, and so you're going to spend more time with that patient than anyone else. And so, if some of your nursing homes, there may be one LPN to 30 to 40 patients,
Yes,
and that
there are.
LPN can't be everywhere. So, having a good CNA, a strong
To save your
CNA,
life.
will save the patient's life and also makes teamwork makes the dream
Will
work.
make the dream work.
Right. So you told me an interesting story. So you were interested in the CNA exam prep trainer course
Yes.
because you're going to be training someone really special.
Yes. Yes, my Haitian Creole people.
And somebody else, someone within the bloodline.
My daughter. My
Okay.
daughter. Sure. She's gonna be my first.
Okay.
So she's ready.
And what's going to be her major?
Her major, she's in pre-meds right now.
Okay.
So, but she wanna do the CNA.
Yes. And if you don't know, a lot of the pre-med, the PA programs, they have to have their clinical hours. And the way they can get their clinical hours is by getting their CNA license and then working in the hospital as a patient care tech or a patient care associate. And that's going to give them hands-on skills because no one really wants a doctor who doesn't know how to socialize, who doesn't know how to talk. If all you know how to do is do skills, well, then we might as well have Sheldon Cooper as the doctor because he can definitely pass.
I know. I told her about the transportation. She said, "No, mommy, I want to have my hands on patients." I was like, "This is the opportunity for you to become a CNA. You got it. So, mommy, gonna teach you how to become a good CNA."
All right. So in closing, I have two more questions. The first is, and I know you're bilingual.
Yes,
What
I
would
speak.
what would you like to say to your Haitian?
May I say it in Creole?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
So what
go
I
right
wanna
ahead.
say, what I wanna say to my Haitian people, papa se ou pa ka fe li, avec depi ou gen rêve, ou ka realize tout sa ou vle fe, mette, dream big, mette gros rêve devant ou, avec sa ou privé. Avec la prière tout bagay posib. That's it.
All right. And so for us who don't speak Creole, what did you say?
You don't need to know. What was that? Was like a dream big, like don't say you can't do it.
Okay.
Like you always have to try. You can do it. You can do it. You just have to say, okay, I wanna do this. I have dreams. So you can do it. You just have to try. And then with prayer, everything is possible.
Amen. So if someone, and this is not the question I was thinking of, but it's something that to consider, if there is a nurse in Haiti or a CNA in Haiti who wants to come over to the U.S., how hard is that now?
Right now there's a program, if they have a family here in United States, I think it's called I-134
Okay.
A, and then if they have a family, you can file for them to come to the United States. they can do it.
Okay.
So, but when they come to America, you still have to go to school. Even you was a nurse in Haiti, you still have to go to school, become a CNA, but nursing school gonna be very easy for you. But you have to go to school for English,
Okay.
and then, but you're already a nurse. So being a CNA, it's not gonna be hard for you to become a nurse.
And you said something that's really interesting to me because I just assume, in America we're really spoiled. We only speak our predominant language.
Which is English.
Yes, but I'm surprised. So are they still speaking French Creole in
We
Haiti?
still speak French Creole.
Okay. Okay. So I didn't know that. I thought that they were, speaking both languages or multiple languages.
No, we speak French and Creole.
Okay. How would a CNA, someone who's from Haiti, or just anyone who's interested in becoming a CNA in Orlando, how would they find you? I know your businesses. We're hoping it's going to open next
Next
month.
month is gonna happen, but I have a Facebook which is Fino Longan. You can find me there, or if you go to my TikTok, it's Fino Love, and you can contact me, and then we go from there.
Okay. And so how do you spell it? Is it Finom?
No, FINOU
Mm-hmm.
Love, LOVE. That's my TikTok, and then for my Facebook is FINOU, and my last name is Longan, LONGIN.
Okay. Final takeaway. So
It was a pleasure to be here with you.
it's
I learned a lot. I wanna be like you. I wanna build my confidence. I wanna build like when my students come to me, and then just go take the test and pass.
and with time, and like I say, I'm here to mentor you. And so as your students need something, if you already told me you're going to be texting me
Yes.
if there's something you need. And so that's one of the Florida Training Academy differences. Whenever we have our CNA trainer courses, or even our CNA exam prep courses, we are accountable to our students. And again, we're just not training CNAs here. We're training future
Nurses,
and
future
future
doctors,
doctors.
yes.
All right, everybody. And so, Melita, I want to thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
for having
time.
me.
And you have driven, you've taken your course, you're going to receive your CEUs.
Yes.
And as soon as she gives us the website and the information regarding her business, I'm going to add that into the description area also. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Bye bye.